delegation, we welcome you on behalf of the board, management, and the entire staff of Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital. Directors, Regional Director of Health Services, thank you for coming, even though the notice was short. Members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we met here this morning to receive a wonderful donation from, I always say, the church. Since this is an official group, I will mention the full name. And I know the name is, the church is particular about the name, so I'll make sure I mention it and mention it right. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So important to the church, and I'm sure I got it right. Thank you so much. I'm sure when the king made the call for support for this hospital towards our renovation through the Komfo Anokye project, we had a lot of donations. For some time, there was a brief pause in the project, and we started again, and I'm sure very soon the entire hospital will be renovated. So when we again got the information, and in fact, everyone called me that you were coming, said, okay, we can't wait, or we couldn't wait to have you. And then he sent me the list of items that were sent. We're so grateful on behalf of the board, management, and Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, the entire staff, for these donations. And I must tell everybody it's worth over $100,000. And that means if we were to get these, the hospital would have had to use its own resources, which we don't have. We have a lot of challenges. And so we're so grateful. I'll make it so brief. I have one more request. As we have raised today. And I know the church is very generous because I have experienced this firsthand. And since the president's West Africa West is here, I'm sure as I told him this message will get all the way from West Africa to the United States, and not just the United States, Utah, where the headquarters is. And once the smiles are, given, I'm sure the request before this day has been accepted. Yes, this goes all the way towards the Komfo Anokye project, and this should be all. In fact, by the time we are done with the renovation, it costs a lot. Initial estimate was about $10 million, but we noticed that we may looking at the expensive work, we may have to spend more than that. And we will be pleased if this will be communicated to the church since the leadership is here, that you continue to extend your hand of help to this hospital. And we hope in maybe in the next year or two, your support and that of other well-meaning Ghanaians. This project will be done. And in the end, I'm sure we will dedicate a whole building, a whole block to the church. And that is a promise we will fulfill. And so, on behalf of everybody gathered here, we say thank you. And we hope our request will be acceded to. Thank you and welcome to Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital.
Permits me to do some few acknowledgements again. We have the chairman of the Hill Conference. We have James also and some public affairs director. Thank you, sir, for coming. Are you here? Okay. We have Spencer Mears. He is the publishing director. Welcome, sir. We have Elder and Sister Phil. They are senior missionaries. Elder and Sister D. Hoyers, senior missionaries as well. We have Ezra Taft Otu, humanitarian specialist. Welcome all of you and thank you for coming. To give us a short address Dr. Fred Ajumagunwati, a round of applause.
Thank you. CEO of Komfo Anokye, Dr. Anokye participating in the leadership of Komfo Anokye, Chair and Committee of Humanitarian Komfo Anokye project, President and wife of the West African area, all other members, the clergy, and the media, good morning. I would want to start the very powerful quote of Henry Ford. And he said, coming together is the beginning, staying together is progress. More importantly, working together is success. This is what he did in our parish in our actions. As for staying our success together, will actually make an impact in the things that we see. And I believe that we're all here because we are looking at the global phenomenon where we are looking at Agenda 2030 for me as a regional health director. And more importantly, we are looking at what we say universal health coverage. And the permission, I will just give a brief. Universal health coverage is everyone will have access to the health services they need, such as promotion, prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, palliative care without financial hardship. Ladies and gentlemen, coverage and access without quality is no quality, no access. And I believe that the gesture that we are here to do will go a long way to keeping the quality of services that we so desire. When you come to the sub-Saharan Africa, and when we are looking at the lower middle income countries, our challenges has not been only coverage and access, but the content and the depth of services that you receive at the point of care. And I believe that the gesture that we are here to provide is going to go a long way in addressing such a need for us. And I will end by saying that, look, you are really emphasizing these statements, and it's a popular one that we see that if you want to go fast, you go alone, but if you want to go far, you go together. And we are also what you have done. Thank you.
Let me call you brothers and sisters because we are all brothers and sisters, and that the temple and protocol has been observed. It's an honor and a privilege for us to be here today. And sorry for this one, because we do not expect to be here. The confirmation to come was taken last night. And we were really fighting to have the two last seats in the aircraft. So we came this morning with my wife, and it's a privilege to be here. We are happy to collaborate with this wonderful leadership of this hospital. We as a church, we are not trying to prove anyone that we can do this or we can do that. We are just trying to live the gospel. That's the only thing we have to do. Going everywhere is the same that Jesus Christ did. He was going everywhere doing, and we are following his example. We hope and we get your request. At this time we don't have any promises, but to look at it and see, is it possible to check in our pockets? We have means to support it, because that's another conversation that we have. So I'll take the time to at the Morrison with the speech on behalf of the church. Thank you so much.
I love it. It's just a true disciple. The Regional Health Director of Kumasi, the Chief Executive Officer of Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, members of management, heads of various directorates, friends from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to everyone. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we come together to support Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital, an effort inspired by the leading of the Asante Nene to rescue and transform this vital institution. Approximately a year ago, we received a request from the Heal Komfo Anokye project initiated by the Ministerial Palace, asking for assistance to upgrade and improve this important hospital. We listened with compassion and responded swiftly, prayerfully, and with a purpose. Named after the legendary Komfo Anokye, this hospital is more than just a healthcare facility. It is a beacon of hope for millions across Ghana and even West Africa. When such a vital institution seeks help, it is more than a mere request. It is a moral duty. As followers of Jesus Christ, we are bound by our covenants and our conscience to answer that call. This hospital, having operated for over 70 years, the hospital's facilities and equipment are aging and in need of renewal. Despite these challenges, the dedicated staff continue to work tirelessly, demonstrating unwavering commitment to healing and caring for the sick. Today, in partnership with the Heal Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital project, we are privileged to present a range of medical equipment aimed at enhancing the hospital's capacity to serve. These donations include dual ABC medicine trolley, 10 pieces, hydraulic patient stretchers, 15 pieces, patient monitors, 20 pieces, cardiac tables, 40 pieces, drip stands, 40 pieces, medicine trolleys, 10 pieces, wheelchairs, 30 pieces, 4 folding beds, screen, 30 pieces, electronic hospital beds, 15 pieces, bedside lockers, 10 pieces, and crash trolleys, 15 pieces. These items are not merely tools. They are instruments of healing, symbols of our solidarity and expression of God's love for His children. At the core of our faith is the eternal truth that every person is a beloved child of God. Each life is so precious. When a mother in Bantama cannot access safe delivery care, or a child in Swami suffers due to the absence of basic medical equipment, we see not just statistics, but sons and daughters of God in need. Every item donated has a purpose, a reflection of our obedience to God's commandments. Our church cares profoundly about loving God and loving our enemies. We love our enemies. Loving our neighbors and saving lives, because we are all children of a loving Father in heaven. Showing love through actions is central to our discipleship. We also commend the Asante Nene and his team, whose recognition of the urgent need to preserve this vital institution has spearheaded efforts for its improvements. Healthcare is more than a service. It is an expression of divine love. In the Book of Mormon, another testament of Jesus Christ, we are taught, quote, to bear one another's burden that they may delight. This is not just merely an advice, it is a sacred charge. The tools we donate today will help provide dignity, comfort, and efficient care to patients and caregivers alike. Our beloved prophet, who was announced just this week, said this, and I quote, his name is President Darling H. Oaks. Our humanitarian efforts are expressions of our faith in Jesus Christ. They are not limited by nationality, ethnicity, or religion. We seek to follow the Savior's example by reaching out to all of God's children. Close quotes. Giving is a sacred act that benefits us all. The Apostle Paul in the New Testament taught that it is more blessed to give than to receive. Our donation exemplifies that when one suffers or heals, we are all part of that same divine family. Let us be grateful for the vision of the Asante and the dedicated efforts of the hospital staff and divine guidance that enable us to serve. May this hospital continue to be a source of health, hope, and blessings for many. Permit me to quote the good books again in Galatians chapter 6, verse 9. Quote, let us not grow in weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Close quote. Now to all who work in the healing arts, do not be weary. Do not grow weary. Your work is sacred. Your sacrifices are seen, and your impact is eternal. On behalf of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Africa West area, we pledge our ongoing support, prayers, and partnership. May God bless Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital. May He bless the people of this region and Ghana as a whole. May He bless all who seek to heal, serve, and love. For with God, all things are possible. Thank you.
Good. So, a big
for emergency medicine. Hello, they saw me and they hope you get all the benefits. I'm sorry. The gentleman, I'm sure people coming. They are already becoming good friends. Oh, yeah. Then maybe we'll be pushing him more.